What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So of course one of the biggest announcements at E3 2016 during the Sony press conference was the confirmation of a Crash Bandicoot Remaster coming up. So what this means is they're remastering all the three games of the original trilogy and they're putting them onto PS4. But right now I'm seeing lots of confusion of what exactly this is going to be because of a very specific choice of words that Shawn Layden chose when he announced this on the stage. So I'd say let's quickly have a look and see exactly how he did it.
I'm proud to announce that we work with our partners at Activision who are going to bring back the original Crash, Crash 2, and Crash Warped, fully remastered from the ground up for PlayStation 4.
So as you can see right there, what Shawn Layden said was they are remastering the original three Crash Bandicoot games from the ground up. And the reason why we're seeing, of course, so much confusion is because that's really speaking against itself. Because you can take a remaster, let's for example take Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection, of course, as an example right there. What they did is they took those original games from PlayStation 3, they're literally the exact same ones as we're playing on PlayStation 4, but the textures have been improved, the face models are different, you know, maybe replaced in a way as well on, for example, Drake's Fortune, and the frame rate is much better because of the new hardware and stuff like that. That is of course a very different thing from something that is built from the ground up. Take for example what they're doing right now with Final Fantasy VII or something. You know, they are making an entirely new game that is of course completely based upon what was there in the very old game that came out on PlayStation 1. You know, they are basically making a completely new game, doing everything from scratch, but in their head, in their mind, they'll keep, you know, of course, what they already have. So they'll have the same locations and the same story, but it's going to look much different and much more comparable to what games are like these days. It will be a lot different from the game you still played back in the days, you know. So that's of course the difference between a remaster and a remake. A remaster is something that already exists and you're improving on it, and the remake literally is building something again from the ground up, taking the original material in mind. So why exactly did Shawn Layden say from the ground up for this? Now let me answer this question the best I can, or at least what I believe right now. Okay, so you know, I think what we're getting is, yes, a remastered trilogy of Crash Bandicoot. It's gonna be the exact same games, but why he said from the ground up is because look at Crash Bandicoot right now in the PlayStation 1. Look at those textures. Of course it looks quite terrible, very stretched out. It's not to say, you know, anything bad about the game or something, because the games are amazing, but there's no denying that PS1 games nowadays don't look up to standard at all, and those textures are super low res. And once again, taking that example of another remaster like Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection, what they could do there is they could take already the original, the existing textures that they had, and they were already pretty high quality, I guess, but still, you know, they could heavily improve on that. They made them sharper, they maybe added some more to it, just so it looks a little more up to date to today's standards. Now you can do what you want. You can take Crash Bandicoot's, you know, original textures, but because they're so blurry and because they're so, yeah, just stretched out and everything like that, it's pretty much useless to try and improve on that. What you would do there is you would create completely new textures for those kinds of games, because what is there is just so outdated that it's not usable, you know, in any way anymore. So what I think Shawn Layden means by remastered from the ground up is he means that it's still going to be the exact same games that we've all played, of course, on PS1, but they are simply replacing stuff like textures and maybe, you know, character models and stuff like that, and they're just completely redoing those. That doesn't mean that you're getting a completely, you know, new game built from scratch, built from the ground up. No, you're getting the exact same kind of game that we played, but improved once again, but a little more improved than most remasters out there, because those remasters, you know, are based upon games that aren't so old yet. Crash Bandicoot is a game that has been out there for 20 years already, so of course it only makes sense that they'd have to redo a lot of things there, but it's still going to be a remaster. It's still going to be the exact same levels, exact same games, apart from that. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to, I guess, answer with this video, is that question. What exactly does he mean by a remaster from the ground up? Hope I kind of made it clear what it's going to be to you all. Once again, this is just my thoughts right now. Nothing has been confirmed. We still have to wait for gameplay and stuff, but I do think the gameplay is going to stay the exact same way as we're used used to, just of course playing in 60 frames, and graphically it's going to be much improved because so many things will have to be completely redone. So with that being said, of course, let me know in the comments if you are looking forward to a Crash Bandicoot Remastered trilogy, and then for now, of course, leave a quick like if you enjoyed the video, because it really helps me out. Recently I'm seeing lots of people not really do that anymore, so I want to, just remind you of that it greatly helps the channel out if you take that quick second to leave a like, of course, for all the effort I put into these videos. And then for now, thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and hope to see you again next time.